We are Jacob and Anna White. We are carpenters from Alaska. We've helped millions of people build their own furniture through our plans and website. But now, we are going beyond that. We're going to show you how to build yourself a house, tiny style. In this video series, we'll show you step by step how to go from a trailer to a beautiful finished home. Make sure you subscribe and follow along.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video last week. I hope you enjoyed it and got some useful information out of it.
Yeah, sorry I had to be gone on a work trip. We're happy to be home and back working on the tiny house. This week we are going to install the windows and the doors. Let's start with the windows.
Alright, so now that we got our Tyvek on and our window cut out, prepped, ready to go, we got our window here. We're going to go ahead and put this in. We got some shims up here. I'm going to set this window on here. We want a nice even shim all the way around space. And this window's pretty heavy. We'll lift it up, put it in place. We'll use screws and attach this to the framing.
This was the big window. It was really, really heavy, so we were lucky to have 3 people. 2 of them lifted it, and then I was in the middle and I just held the window in place, and then I just kept holding the window and holding the window and holding the window until we got it screwed off. These are really nice windows. They're triple pane, which means there's 3 layers of glass, which increases the insulation on them. We had to special order them. A little bit more expensive, but not too bad. Insulating value will quickly pay off.
So we have our shims in here. On a window, when you make a rough opening on a window, you make the rough opening what it is. This is 48 by 96 inches. So the window will be 47.5 by 95.5. So it'll fit in here. So you have a 1/4 inch gap all the way around your window that you're going to shim and make true. Now I know this windowsill on the bottom is plumb level, and so now we're just kind of making this window fit in here with shims. Just gonna go tack a few screws in place and get it held in here.
I'm gonna put some up here.
And I'll get some roofing screws to put in here later, and we'll hammer these roofing screws in, and then you just don't go all the way tight because you want this window to move. So these screws will just hold it in here for now until we get some roofing screws.
Once we got that first big window in, we just kept working our way around the tiny house, putting in all the other windows. They're a lot smaller, easier to put in.
Last window going in.
You can see my shed is still going strong. They're using it as scaffolding to put the window in.
Okay, so now that our window's in, our Tyvek's on, and everything's in place, now we're going to go ahead and weatherize the outside. And what I mean by that is we're going to put this rolled sticky mastic tape on there, and we're going to put one on the bottom, we're going to put 2 on the sides, and we're going to put 1 on the top. And all this does is, if there's water that gets behind the siding that's on the building, it goes down the tar paper and hits this stuff, runs down the window and out and down the bottom. It's basically an insurance that water doesn't get into your plywood and start rotting and you don't even know it. I got a piece already cut here for the bottom. We'll go ahead and run this a little bit past because the other one's going to come down over top. So you're going to stick that on and we'll just run this out. So as you can see, our Tyvek, we've cut it back at a 45, and this comes over top of the flange on the window. So you got your flange that your window attaches to the wall, and we're going to come over the top, and then we're going to put the mastic over top of this so that if water comes down, it goes down the mastic and down the side of the window, not into the behind your window where it can rot it out. Window's done. We got our flashing on. Obviously we started with our bottom piece, did our 2 sides on both sides, and then we finished it off with this top. So it's how to protect your building from water and moisture. There you have it.
After we got all the windows installed, it's time to move on to the doors. We're going to show you how to put in that end door.
I come in and I put these spacers in, and I find out if this actual rough opening is plumb on the hinge side. Because I want to make sure that when I hang this thing that I'm plumb and I'm good all the way down the door. Because you don't want to hang this door and it'll be at an angle. It's going to be really hard to do. A lot of people, they put the door in and then they shim and that's fine. But I like to find this before I go do this. So I can put the door in, I know I'm good, then I can attach it right at the hinge on all three of these, and then I can come on the inside of the door and I can do my reveal all the way around on the door, and then that is a real quick and simple way to hang a door. The silicone down on this door, the bottom jamb, the threshold. Obviously I'd have the bigger silicone caulking gun with me, but it's a tiny house, so you can have a tiny bottle of silicone.
I think you'd be good at decorating cakes.
No, I don't think so.
I think you would. Look at that.
Happy birthday.
What a pro.
Look at that. Now we can hang the door. One more thing, key thing on the door that I think a lot of people, maybe for the first install, there's a thing here that on your doorknob, it's a little plastic insert. Always take this out when you're installing the door. This comes in there just pre-done like that. Take that out before you put it in, because you can't get it out once it's in there, so you have to take the door back out.
When you buy your doors, make sure they match the type of framing that you have in your wall. So we framed this tiny house with 2x4s, so we had to get a door jamb that matched it.
Doors in, and everything, this is brick mold they call it. We're going to take it off afterwards and put our own exterior trim. But leave it on for installing the door. We're going to go in here and we're going to attach screws through the hinge and attach this door to this wall. And once that's done, then we can go in and adjust the door for the reveal all the way around. To attach the jamb to the framing on the wall, and to get this secure and to hide the screw, we use these long 3-inch screws, and you can kind of tuck this in the back here. That screw is hidden behind the weather stripping. It's no longer there. I just attached the door jamb on the hinge side to the framing. Now you can come in here, close the door, and now you can start adjusting for your reveal all the way around, and make sure that your reveal down the door is where you want it. What I'm talking about the reveal is you want this to match and this to match, all going all the way down the door. And as you can see, we shimmed all the way in there, all the way down this door. All right, and the other thing that you need to point out, this is an exterior door, so we're going to go ahead and foam the cracks all the way around this, and trim it off and get ready for trim. Okay, so it feels good to have the windows and doors in place. We're ready to go to the next step. What's that one going to be?
You guys will just have to stay tuned and find out.
Next Friday.